It looks like, it feels like, and it is another IHSA football sectional week on Indiana SRN. And let's welcome in the head coach for the Southport Cardinals, Brandon Winters. How are you, sir?
Good.
It's been quite an interesting week gone by. A lot of things have happened, and let's talk about number one, how you handled the bye week.
Well, rest. We gave the kids a couple days off. We practiced 3 times during the bye week. We had a lot of kids, as you know, banged up throughout the year. So our practices were light. We kind of got back to the fundamentals, really focused on special teams, kind of try to cut back some of the contact.
We touched on the fact that during those bye weeks as to how things can be, I guess, accepted and handled in terms of thinking football all the time and not having academics. But now that you're back in a regular swing, how has the week gone?
It's gone really well. Our Monday and Tuesday start off the week really good practices, good energy. I think the bye week kind of restored some of the batteries, recharged the batteries, if you will. So it's been a good week of practice.
New sectional assignments and realignments by the IHSAA this year. I wanted to get your reaction with the departure of Franklin Central as well as Warren and the new entries with Avon and Brownsburg.
Yeah, we've kind of been bounced around. I think each time it's 3 times in a row we've been with a different group. Franklin Central obviously is having a good year. Warren Central obviously year in and year out is tough. We're kind of replacing them with 2 more of the same. Brownsburg and Avon are 2 very well coached teams. They're big and strong across the board, and so the challenge is still there. It's just a little bit different because the style of play is a little different than what we'd see out of the others.
With realignments and reassignments in sectionals, it also creates, I think, new interest and maybe renewed interest in maybe getting these teams back together again at some point.
Yeah, I think this is if I saw right today, this is the second all-time meeting between Southport and Avon. The last time we met was in a sectional final game. It was a hard-fought, good game. But yeah, I like kind of the way our situation's gone, playing some new teams. It kind of gives you something to look forward to, kind of some new challenges, and so we're excited to have some different opponents.
And with Avon and Brownsburg having terrific years this past year in the regular season, certainly it raises the level of competition, especially as you reach sectionals.
Yeah, I mean, those teams are as good as anybody we've played this year, if not better. So it's a big challenge. Obviously, we're fortunate enough to play a home game here, which with weather like you're going to have on Friday, being able to be at home, I think that helps a little bit. But it doesn't really matter who we played in this sectional. It's going to be a challenge, so we might as well go ahead and play one of the big boys now.
Well, we're not going to rely on those meteorologists because we know that they can be wrong half the time and still get a raise. But as far as the scouting report on this Avon team, they've done some terrific things in terms of scoring, and they've got some D1 players on this team, and you know what you're going to be facing.
Yeah, offensively, I think they're averaging somewhere in the 40s. We'd like to think that we're not going to let that happen. They present some challenges, though, because they're very balanced. They can throw the ball all over the field. The running backs are very talented. And they're big up front, so it's just going to take an all-around great effort on defense. One of the things you do when you try to combat a team like that is get the ball from them. If you can steal a possession here or there, and give them less plays for those explosive plays that happen. Their defense, I think, is just solid physically all across the board. We've seen some different things from them week to week, so we're not really sure how they're going to play us. We'll have a plan ready for whatever they do and kind of adjust as we go.
And even though Avon doesn't have a long bus ride from the west side to come to Perry Township for tonight's game, it's still an away game, and this is a home game for you to come right out your back door and play where you're most comfortable.
Yeah, historically we've played pretty well here. I think we've got a situation here we're well supported by the fans. Even on fall break for the last game, we still had a pretty good crowd. The kids are more comfortable here, and so we'll take any help we can get, obviously.
And obviously, you're not going to do anything differently than what you've done all season long. You still have to stick with who Southport is.
Yeah, we just need to be a little bit better version of ourselves than we were 2 weeks ago when we last got to play. So that's what we've been focused on in practice, and hopefully shows in the game.
Let's just talk one more thing about the level of football in terms of Indiana is concerned, not only in central Indiana, but throughout the whole state. And as we reach the 2017 tournament, again, the interest just continues to go up.
Yeah, the product is better than it used to be, and I feel okay saying that because I was part of that used to be. And I think what that goes into is we've got some really phenomenal coaches in the state of Indiana. We've got a organization, the IHSA, that really supports football and the coaches. I think the way we're able to do things in the summer now, the product for the fans has been really good. And one of the things I think that you can look at to prove that is the number of kids that are going on to play college football.
Sure.
Not just Division I. The small Division III teams in Indiana here are very successful with a lot of Indiana kids. So the product's been good, and it's exciting to be a part of.
Coach, wishing you nothing but success tonight, so let's go get one.
Thank you.